This is part 5 of ratio and proportion, and we're looking at worked example 3, like how does this work? So we start off, and they give us this information. They say that BG over GC is equal to 5 to 2, and AD over DC is equal to 3 to 7. 3 to 7. Okay. So uh, there's a trick for doing these ones. We're not actually given exactly what there are. We're just told what the ratio is. So let's take a look at BG. And what we do is we don't know exactly how long it is, but we know the ratio. So we can call BG 5x and GC 2x. Now we know that if we go 5x over the x's cancel, but that's got to be true. We don't know how big x is, but 5x to 2x is describing this ratio, and that's the big trick here. Now AD is 3y, so we can write, but we don't know how long this is, but we know the ratio from all the way from D to C is 7, D to C over AD, or sorry, AD over DC is 3 to 7. So all the way just to there, right? That's got to be 7y all the way from D to C. So that's how you get started. We express that in terms of first the first one, BG and GC, in terms of x. We know it's 5 to 2. We don't know how long this is, but we know that the ratio is 3 to 7. So because 3y over 7y, it'd still give me the y's that cancel. I get 3 to 7. So we know that that must be true. So there's a picture of what's going on. Let's take a look at the next part here. Well, gee, let's get some strategy here. What are they asking for? We're supposed to find AF over FG. We're supposed to find AF over FG. Well, if you look at it here, we've got, if we could figure out what was going on in this triangle, if we knew what this piece was, then there's a parallel line going across. We could use the proportionality theorem to get the answer of the ratio. But we've got to get at this somehow. But we've got this triangle here, but that's 5x, and that's 2x. Because of the proportionality theorem, that must make this 5y and 2y. This is all in terms of y. Oh, look, 5y and 2y, that adds up to 7y, just perfectly. Okay, now there's one more piece. The piece we have to get at is right here. Well, if this triangle here, look at triangle AGE, there's your 3y, there's your 5y. This must be in a ratio of 3 to 5 as well. In fact, that'll be your answer. The ratio of AF to FG must be 3 to 5. And we could give it another letter. We could give it the letter Z. We could say 3Z over 5Z. Now we have to write all that out sort of in order, what we just did. We just answered the question, but it's not in the form of with a geometric kind of proof with reasons. So it has to look like this in the book. So we start off, we're given that AD over DC is equal to 3 over 7, like 3 over 7 like that. But we know that DE over EC, DE over EC must equal BG over GC because of the proportionality theorem. Remember we said that? I said that those divide proportionally. So that's got to be 5y and 2y. Therefore, the ratio here must be 5 to 2. The ratio of DE to EC must be 5 to 2. Okay, there's that part. Well, then the ratio of all of these things, AD, DE, and EC, must be 3 to 5 to 2. Well, that's true. That's true. And if that's true, then AF over FG, because we know this is 3 and 5, it's got to be 3 to 5. So that's your final answer. And why? Because of the proportionality theorem. But there's two, when we give the reason proportionality theorem, the first one was because GE is parallel to BD. The second one is because of this little part. The reason these are proportional is because FD is parallel to GE. So that's important to write down the parallel lines and proportionality theorem. And there's your answer. It must be 3 to 5. I hope this video helped.